guys, you know that I promise you that when Niniola Part 2 is out, I'll be here to let you know. Yes, it is out on Yoruba TV, and then you can go ahead and click their link, or you just search it on YouTube, and then boom, you will see it. Okay, so Niniola Part 2 came out. Immediately came out, I went to watch it, and you know, like I said, I was not having much expectations from Part 2, and I was not looking forward to the Part 2 in any ways. So let me advise you, if your expectations are so high like this for Niniola Part 2, let me just tell you, you know, bring it down, drop it immediately, bam, bam, so that when you watch it, you will not be disappointed. There were so many things that are wrong with that Part 2. A lot of things were wrong with that Part 2. From the beginning to the middle to the end. I was hoping at a point they will get it right, but obviously they refused to get it right. But before I continue, do not forget to click on the subscribe button to be a part of this channel, you know, just so you can be seeing my face, and then I'll be here to review all these fantastic movies, great movies, and talk about them with you guys. And also click on the notification button so that you get notified whenever my videos drop. Do not forget to click on the like button. I know you like this video, so kindly click on the like button, and also drop your comment in the comment section. Thank you. So let's go to Niniola Part 2. Like I said in my previous video, Niniola was written by Adebimpe Oyebade and it was produced by Adedimeji Lateef. Okay, see, let's not lie to each other. They actually produced this Part 1 and Part 2 the same period. Not like they produced Part 1 now, then weeks later or months later they made Part 2. No. And with what happened in Part 2, it was obvious that there was not much storyline for them for that Part 2 to build upon. They could have just limited the whole movie to Part 1. You know, they had to like split it into two, Part 1, Part 2, YouTube money and stuff like that. So that they just split it into two and just give us some, you know, some things in Part 2. Now, for the good part of this movie, let me see. Well, at least the editing this time around was nice. It was not bad. I mean, it was clear and all. Then the second thing is the subtitling. Yes, the subtitling is actually great. I won't lie about that. There were a few mistakes though, but it was not that obvious, and they really did a great job with that subtitling. And the acting, well, for me, the actors did a great job. They really did a great job interpreting their scripts, no doubt about that, but I believe they could have done better. So that's just it for me. Now the bad thing, the first bad thing for me about this movie, the whole of this movie, is the scripts. I do not understand it. The fact that we always believe two heads are better than one, and the fact that they are husband and wife, I believe they could have done better with the storyline. I understand the lady is a blind woman, and then she was going from one travel to another, met Adedimeji Lateef, got pregnant, gave birth to a girl, and then at the end of the day, Lateef traveled out and came back 10 years later to get married to her. That was just the storyline. I was thinking maybe the storyline will show us what blind people go through in the society. Yeah, you know, how people treat them, much more than what they gave us in the movie. That was what I was expecting when I saw the trailer for Niniola Part 1, but unfortunately that was not what I met. That's the first bad thing for me. Then another thing that I don't understand is the fact that in this Part 2, why half of it was flashback to what happened in Part 1, and they were even bringing it into Part 2. Like, we already saw Part 1, we've seen these parts in Part 1. Just keep it, you know, just say something like, okay, Adedimeji and Niniola, they met back after like 10 years, and she already gave birth to a daughter, and then boom, you are showing us how Toyin Adegbola, Adedimeji's mom, reacted to the fact that Niniola was pregnant for him. We saw this in Part 1, a whole 5-minute showdown, and they were still showing us like, what the hell is going on? Why did they decide to do the movie like that? Was it that there was no other part they could show us, nothing new they could show us? And for the fact that Adedimeji left for 10 good years, he didn't even look back. What happened? They didn't give us the backstory. They were giving us the backstory that we already knew. Kilo shele, kilo de. Okay, all of MSc. MSc in abroad is 2 years. Yes. Oh yeah, oh she PhD. Mo pata 3 years. That's 5 years. Toye you go back go ma lodun mefa. What happened? 4 years. Kilo shele. more. Like, there are a lot of loopholes in this movie. That's one of those things for me. We don't understand. Okay, they could just say, okay, when I go to the US, it took me a while to settle down. I had to work before coming back, this and that, and we would have understood. But no, they refuse to give us the backstory of what happened to Adedimeji. Maybe he was sick, maybe he had an accident and he was in coma, he was unconscious, he lost his memory. For 10 good years, we didn't know. Man,
it is what it is.
Their part. Then another thing is that there is this scene, in fact it's the last scene for me, where Adedimeji's fiancé had to let go of Adedimeji for Niniola, and in my mind I was like, see, let's not lie to ourselves. There is no logical person, especially woman, that will say I give you up for another woman after dating for 10 years. Like, god damn it, it's a lie. Okay, fine, she might be in her room and thought about it and feel like, okay, nǹkan tó bá fi mú boy sọ pé afọ́jú lòun fẹ́ fẹ́, well, let me leave him. But going there with the intention of, yes, I must shoot today, and boom, she got there. Just Jema pa me, and she changed her mind. Like, come on, what was that? I don't understand. This movie is not giving me any ginger at all. I was watching it, I was just like, let this movie end, I beg. Let this movie. That was what was going through my mind. And then boom, she said she's sorry. And she made a statement. She said she actually knew that one day Adedimeji would come across somebody he was going to love that much. That means, you know, this guy does not love you that much, and you dated him for more than 10 years. Because no, it's not possible now. Like Ojo, Lee Ayeta why? No. Those were like those were the loopholes for me, because they were so obvious. So bring fair for Dumewa, and then boom, ó wá tún wá lọ sílé wọn, ó tún lọ ṣàlàyé pé I saw kinní kan in your eyes, I'm leaving the man for you, kinní kan. Like, come on, that is not real. It can never be real. Like, yes, okay, maybe there are some of us women that would not fight over a man, like that would not throw tantrums over a man. But me walking, using my 2 legs, walk and say I gave you that man, like with job. It is not real. That part is not real at all whatsoever. And the sounding is a bit bad, because at the point we could not even hear what Lateef was saying. It was like he was just murmuring. Yeah, it was just guy, come on, we know you are a better actor. The fact that this movie is a YouTube movie does not mean you should lower your standard and your quality. You gave us something that is not worth it, to be sincere with you. I just don't know. I don't know why he decided to go ahead with that script without, making their findings very well. And then to the ugly part of this movie. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Yoruba film máa ń beg, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń ṣàṣejù. The ugly thing for me the most is the fact that Niniola bímọ, ọmọ yẹn pọ́dún mẹ́wàá. Wọ́n wá ní pé àìsàn kan ń ṣe ọmọ yẹn, strep throat. As they mentioned strep throat in my mind, I was like, man, woman, beg. I quickly carry my phone, go. Google, where are you? I just strep. Like, guys, can't you do basic research? Can't you do basic Googling? Just Google this thing you are giving us. In the movie, the mothers believe that strep throat is one terminal disease. Feniku Folande, Mawu come, Kini throat disease, blah, 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 infection, and so on like that. But when I checked it on Google, guess what? Even if you leave it without treating it, 7 days it will go. 7 days max, it will disappear. I was like, oh God. Ọkọ mi sọ fún mi pé no now, Lateef ò lè ṣerú, that kind of mistake. But I checked it. You want us to say, okay, she has this infection, tó jẹ́ pé owó nìkan ló lè ṣe owó ló lè gbọ́ bùkátà. Why not say asthma? Why not say, something else entirely? Why lie on strep throat? Because they know that the name is not familiar with we people. We people to say, orúkọ àìsàn yẹn tóbi, ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ àìsàn tó lè pààyàn lóòótọ́. Like, come on! What is that? I don't like that part, I swear. And then another part for me was when they were begging on the street, and then boom, this lady came along, and the lady also took them. In my mind, I was like, this is not real. It's not possible. That's the second one for me. And then the third part for me is the fact that I don't understand why they had to use someone else's voice for Niniola's singing. ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro monitor kan tí mo fẹ́ sọ something like that. They had to use someone else's voice. Like, goodness, it's so obvious pé babe you kọ́ ló ní voice ó ti jìnnà síra wọn jù. Voice yẹn wà husky ó thick, you know, ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. And when she sang at the end, that she was singing about ọdún tuntun ìlà ṣe kìíní kan, she has a sweet voice. They could have just stick to her voice, I swear. That voice was sweet. That voice was sweet for me. Like, I was like, why did they just stick to her voice? Why do they have to use another person's voice? Oh, wrong now. In fact, all I can say is that half of what happened in Niniola is not real. They cannot be real. They are not relatable. And the last ugly part for me, oh my God, was when Lateef said, okay, he has agreed to marry Niniola. They didn't even show us anything about Toyin Adegbola again. Like, okay, mama they fight, mama they argue, anything. In fact, the only time she featured in part 2 was when she went back with her 10-year-old daughter to beg for money. That was the only time she featured. Oh, and the flashback, sorry. And then they could not show us that important part, oh, that okay, oh, she has agreed, oh, for them to marry, oh. But no, it's Lateef that has to use his mouth to say, Momsi no ti gba, Momsi to jẹ́ pé ọdún mẹ́wàá no fi ja ìjà. She not even tell her son that ọmọ ìbímọ fún ẹ o. Shey you understand? And then boom, she don't agree. Má fún wa lẹ́fọ̀ọ́ jẹ mọ́ jàre. What's this? Honestly, compared to the YouTube movies that they released for us, the movie is still not up to their standard at all. That movie, I'm really disappointed with the movie because the movie is not it for me. And then for me to rate the movie, part 2 yìí yẹn ó lé ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ gẹ̀jígẹ̀. It's about what people so I'm rating this part 2 3/10. This movie is just there. Anyways, we've come to the end of today's episode of Movie Review with Alice TV. Do not forget to click on the subscribe button, you know, to be a part of this channel. Then click on the bell button and also like this video. What do you think about Niniola part 1 and part 2? Drop your comments in the comment section and let me read them. Thank you. So till some other time, see you. Bye.